I don't know what your definition of protecting black women is, but it certainly wasn't that. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. So I just got through wasting 30 minutes of my life watching this Tory Lanez Instagram live video that was nothing but him talking in circles, not telling us anything. The same stuff that we've been hearing. Tory Lanez, save us the time and just wait till the court dates are over with. Just wait and just shut up. Because you coming on Instagram Live trying to clean up the stuff that has been happening for the last 3 or 4 months is annoying at this point. I went ahead and watched and listened to Tory Lanez's video. I did it so you wouldn't have to. And listening to it, you can tell that Tory Lanez doesn't get it. He just doesn't get it at all. Like, he is not one time in this video, in the 30 minutes of me watching him, not one time did he come out and say, I did not shoot Megan Thee Stallion. Not one time did you hear that come out of his mouth, because he's not going to say it. For whatever reason, some people might say, oh, he's not saying it for legal reasons and whatever. He's trying to protect himself and this and that. Like, he don't want to be in no litigation that hurts him or whatever. Tory Lanez also doesn't understand what protecting black women means. Y'all are so used to getting stuff from black women and black women giving you stuff just because that you think you telling black women they're beautiful and putting them in music videos or doing whatever is protecting black women. That's not protecting black women. And you're asking who's protecting black women? Black trans folks, black non-binary folks, black queer folks, and black women are out here protecting black women. The fact that you sit up here and still coming with this hotep agenda, the man is the head and the female is the neck, and you can't smell, you can't move around.
The man is supposed to be, and I say this loosely because I don't want anybody to take this out of context. If the man is supposed to be the head, and a woman is supposed to be the neck, y'all gotta think about this. In order for the head to move, left, right, whatever it is doing, it needs the guidance of the neck. It needs the guidance of the woman. In order for me to smell and use my 5 senses on my face, for me to lean in or whatever the case is, I still need to use the neck. I still need to be guided by a woman.
What the hell are you talking about? Who is in your circle? Who are you talking to? Who is in your community? Who can speak for you? Who can tell us who is Daystar Peterson? Because if that's what you telling me, if you getting on Instagram Live and you still referring to women as females and you out here talking about men out of the head, you don't get it. And you're not ready to have a conversation with us. And maybe you need to be dragged. Now, I'm gonna give you the dragging that you've been asking for that you don't even know that you need. There was a video of you partying and getting your life in the shade room, posted it, and somebody said he's trying to act like he ain't bothered, but we can tell he bothered. You responded to that message where you could have just ignored it. We all know that you bothered. The fact that you got on Instagram Live and talked for 30 minutes lets us know that you are still bothered by the things that are going on. You have been liking comments, you have been engaging in stuff, doing subliminal stuff on the side and thinking folks won't notice. This stuff happened this summer, Tory. This stuff happened this summer. Megan Thee Stallion was getting dragged every day for weeks, and not one time did you get on Instagram or Twitter and say, hey, me and Megan are dealing with something, like, we gonna get through this, da da da. That's what you could have done. In the very beginning, you could have just said that. You could have just said, hey, me and Megan had a situation happened. I'm sorry that y'all had to wait. You didn't say anything. You didn't say anything because at the end of the day, you wanted to protect yourself. So you don't know what protecting black women means. That's when you step in front of a black woman and you take the pain or whatever because you know you can deal with it. You know society is not going to drag you like they're going to drag her. Megan Thee Stallion was getting dragged every day. Your fans, people who watch you, people who listen to your music, people who were listening to quarantine radio, they were laughing and making jokes at Megan Thee Stallion every day. And not one time did you come out and say, hey, let's stop doing this. Not one time did you call your fans in and say, hey, that's what protecting black women means. If you sit here believing in the justice system and you thinking that they're going to say that you didn't do it or whatever, or absolve you or everything. You could have just came out and just offered that. But you know what you did, Daystar Peterson. You know what you did. I'm listening to this video and you're literally talking in circles, and enough circles for me to be able to put my bifocals on and see straight through the bullshit. Throughout the video, you have Tory saying that in so many ways that Megan Thee Stallion did not get shot. There is no bullet wound or anything inside of her foot. Like, just steady rehashing and reiterating that where is the bullets? Where are the fragments? Where are these things? Why are we not seeing those things? Why are we not seeing it? Which tells me what I think Tory Lanez is trying to tell us, and what it's looking like is that I didn't shoot Megan Thee Stallion, but the gun went off. So I might have shot her, or the gun might have popped off or something, but it didn't hit her foot. That's what it sounded like to me. And even if that happened, the damage is already done. You did an album. You did a whole album gaslighting her, talking about all of these things on the day that we were mourning Breonna Taylor because of the judgment that came back. And then your response to that, his response is saying, oh, I dropped that album because folks need to hear the truth, and that was my mother's birthday, and I was mourning my mother. I was mourning another black woman. When I tell you, this man is literally doing PR spins, and you can tell that he don't know what he's talking about. You need to get into community with some folks who can help you get through this situation. And it's not going to be some folks who are going to tell you that you was not wrong. You need to be around some folks who are telling you that you were dead ass wrong. It doesn't even matter about the gunshot no more. It doesn't even matter if it even happened. Everything that is leading up to all of this, the damage is already done. The damage is already done, Tory. And I'm looking at my notes and looking at it. Like, you said that you put black women in your video, you protect black women, and if it was you, you'd be out here saying some stuff. Tory Lanez, you have no idea what protecting black women means. And a lot of cis hetero men don't know what protecting black women means. They think calling a black woman queen or something like that is protecting black women, when it's you getting something out of it. It's always when it's beneficial to you. But black women have been benefited. Black women have been giving you all so much. Maybe it's time for y'all to give black women more than enough. Because just putting black women in music videos, if we want to talk about putting black women in music videos, you were the same individual that made a story, made it seem as though a producer took a dark-skinned black video model out of a video and put a light-skinned one, and then you stopped it. When the dark-skinned model who came out and said that all of that was staged. So your credibility is shot. Your credibility, we don't believe you. We're not believing you. So he said that Roc Nation called him. Roc Nation called him after the event and told him, hey, it's in your best interest not to say anything. At that moment, you was protecting yourself. If Roc Nation called you and told you not to say anything and all that, and you talked to your lawyers and everybody telling you not to say anything, not one time did you saw the stuff that was going on. You saw the stuff that was said. Like, now you want to listen to the law. Now you want to listen to these folks who telling you something. You could have been a grown ass man and just said, hey, no, I need to at least say something to defend Meg. Not one time did you do that. Not one time have you stuck your neck out for Meg. Not one time. I can't name any time that you stuck your neck out for her. It was all about you and your image. You acknowledged that Megan was going through stuff and she was dealing with things, but not one time. This stuff happened, like I said, this summer. It was a while before Megan Thee Stallion even said anything. Megan didn't say anything for a while. And you kind of making it seem as though she's making up this thing and protecting black men or whatever. I honestly believe that she did want to. She was nervous. She was scared. I don't care if you said that she didn't get shot, because I honestly believe that you did. I believe that you did shoot her. But what I also probably believe is that the bullet did not probably hit her foot. I think that's probably what you are trying to tell us, is that you shot. That's why you can't say you didn't shoot her. That's why you can't say, but you can say that she doesn't have any bullet wounds or nothing happened to her foot, but you can't come out and say that you didn't shoot her. Why can't you say that? Because you know if you say that and they are able to prove that you did, you'll be lying. Like if you ever catch some folks who can't say it right then and there, it's because they have got to keep up the lie and wait for the court dates and everything to go through because they don't want to be tripped up. They might find evidence that might say, girl, he did and here is it. Here is it. So you can't say that you didn't because you know you did. He also discusses the memes, so he saw everything that happened. And like I said again, not one time did he come out and say nothing defended her. Not one time did he come out and say, hey y'all, going through something, like I'm just asking that you all respect me and Megan Thee Stallion at this moment. That's all you could have said. But you were trying to protect yourself at the end of the day. So you were not interested in quote unquote protecting black women. Like I said again, you don't know what protecting black women means and you're not ready to sacrifice anything. Then he goes into the story of asking, well, if she was shot, why did she hop back in the car and drive off like victim blaming, when you could have just said, I never shot her. You could have just said that. Like you could have just said that. And then you're saying that Megan was out here saying stuff on Twitter and she was out here, you know, giving statements on Instagram or whatever, and you were not saying anything. You were not posting anything on social media, but Meg's camp and the folks around Meg have accused your camp of out here putting out lies. So although you never said anything, the people behind you, the folks who work for you, were out here saying some stuff. And I believe it. Because you don't have to say it. You already said the same thing with your lawyer telling you to keep quiet. You letting your camp speak for you. So you not posting anything on social media or whatever, doesn't mean lickety split. It don't mean anything. You had your team talking for you. And they accuse you of that. So why did you not address that? Moving on. I've already talked about the fact that he said he dropped his album on the day of his mama's birthday or something. I just, read the room. I've been saying that for a little minute now. Read the room. Like, read the room. You already engaging and seeing stuff that's been said about you on Twitter, Instagram. You're seeing this quote-unquote narrative that's being painted of you. And, like, you respond with an album that you basically dragged her. You basically dragged her and you gaslit her. Like, that's all it was. It was gaslighting. That's all. Like, and until you are able to come out and say that you did not shoot me, you can't even say that. You can't even come out, Tory, and say that you didn't shoot her. You can't say it. So what does that tell us? If you can't come out here and explicitly say you did not do something and you have to ask folks, where's the evidence, where's this, and you bring up academics. We know academics don't like black women. We know academics ain't interested in protecting black folks, let alone black culture. He a sellout. We're not taking nothing that, we definitely not taking Hollywood a lot. You mentioned they anti-black ass, and what's his name? Jerry Tall, I can't even think of his name. It's the one who Beyonce was run away from. I can't even think of, like, you naming folks who already have trash politics when it comes to black women anyway. So why would we take what Hollywood Unlocked is saying? Like, why? Why would we take what he's saying? Why would we pay attention to that when we already know he's not interested in protecting black women? Why would you even name them? So instead of you saying that you did not shoot her, which you probably cannot say because you don't want to vindicate yourself, you're going to go and ask for the evidence. Anytime a person does that and can't say it, like, it's one thing to say it and then say, girl, where's the evidence? But you can't even say it. You can't even say it. Only thing that you can do is lead us little breadcrumbs, and it's leading us off a goddamn cliff. Because we're not going to get no truth from you, Tory. We're not going to get no truth from you, Daystar. You don't care. You don't care. If you cared, you would have put out a statement. You would have said something early on. And I hate when y'all try to pretend like y'all ain't bothered and you doing good. You are out here on Instagram flexing and doing all this like you're not bothered by it. Had you showed a little bit of remorse and a little bit of sympathy, maybe folks wouldn't be out here dragging you like that. But at the end, you were not interested in protecting Megan. You were not interested in protecting black women. You were interested in protecting your image. That's all it was. Had you not done it or whatever happened, what do you have to worry about? You got money. You got lawyers. They're going to be out here defending you and protecting you in which ways they can. But why can't you just be honest and say it? Why do the video anyway? Why do the video? Why do the video, Tory? You know what you're doing. You have zero credibility. You could have saved this Instagram live because we didn't learn anything. You should have just spent 30 seconds just saying I did not shoot Megan Thee Stallion and left. Like, girl, you could have came out like Bill Clinton and said I didn't have sex with that woman, which we know what that meant. Like, I did not have sex with her because I don't consider oral sex as sex. That's what I'm getting from you. That's exactly what you get. I'm gonna tell another truth instead of the full truth. So yeah, so it can look like I'm telling the truth, but I'm really not telling the truth. But you talked in circles and not one time did you say, I did not shoot Megan Thee Stallion, which tells me that you probably did. Which tells me that the bullet probably didn't hit her, or it didn't hit, or didn't do whatever. And that's what you're trying to aim at. That's what I'm getting from that. You're trying to tell us that you couldn't have shot her because she don't have no bullet wounds. But not one time would you say you did not shoot her. Why is that? So Megan Thee Stallion has now responded to Tory Lanez Instagram live by saying this nigga genuinely crazy. And I honestly believe it. Let me know what you feel about the video, what y'all think about everything that's going on in the comments. And until next time, I'll talk y'all later on tonight. Bye.